Hi guys, my name is Wilfred and this is another episode of Guardians of Ember. This is a buy-to-play game. I think originally designed as a free-to-play. There's still quite a fair bit of microtransactions inside. Whether I recommend this game or not, I'm still on the fence in kind of leaning towards recommendation. However, there's quite a lot of cons as well. You can check it out in my Steam kind of review over there, mainly because I'm not from US nor from the Europe, so my latency sometimes could be quite terrible. And also, I do not know whether there's some kind of ability design or whatnot that the frame rate tend to drop quite a fair bit during the combat and tend to stay that way for a while. So I display the frame rate here so you can check it out yourself. I'm recording of course at a lower frame rate than the actual game, so my experience with the stuttering could be a little bit more severe than what you see on the video here. Now I played the Dark Knight class with my wife earlier on, and I would like to play a little bit of the Priest class as well, because I thought maybe just try out different kind of classes and character for you guys. I find that the Priest class is kind of interesting because initially it was kind of rough, but then after that it get a little bit better once I unlock certain ability and skill and so on. So this video is just like a let's play Priest perhaps. Also, why do I play this knowing that there's quite a lot of cons here and there? Well, mainly because it kind of reminds me a little bit of the games that I enjoy playing, like World of Warcraft. The dungeon-wise is very much like World of Warcraft. You got pack of mobs around, you can aggro them, you can not aggro them, and it just have the kind of nice feel. For those who have played the Firefall, it actually has a tumbling kind of like gameplay as well for mining. So for mining, you don't you don't do it like a Warcraft, just click on a node. You do it like a Firefall style. You have a machine there, you start mining, and then the mobs will start to spawn and come and attack you. So I thought that was quite interesting to get in, various part of the MMO kind of style into one game. Now, the Priest, what does it do? The Priest does a couple of things, and as you may know, Ember of Guardians of Ember is about unlocking skills. That can be rather interesting. To unlock skill, you just need to invest points. That is over here. I have 3 extra. You could actually do there are choices like, would you like the damage bonus, or would you like an attack speed, or would you like the healing power bonus, or would you like a block chance? Now all these things I haven't really looked into the numbers, but it kind of customized the power just a little bit. It may not be intuitive here, but it's actually rather interesting that it is not the higher tier the better, because some of these power work a little bit differently as you level it up. For example, you could deal damage, then explosion and damage. Then this one you say, well, explosion, damage, and also there's a chance to heal yourself, or you can just convert this into something else, or attack speed reduce instead, even higher damage, I think. Yeah, so there's some of these kind of options there. There are some that you could actually convert that into a healing power instead of DPS power. But from my experience wise, you really need to balance between what you can deal damage and what you can heal, because if you keep healing and you keep not dealing damage, it's just not working out. So now how does the whole thing arrange is that this is left button, this is right button. So suffice to say, you can't pick all 3 here, you just have to pick one of these guys. And I'm not going to go through the detail here, but what it does is that I've got a main kind of power called Pain of Bondage. Pain of Bondage? I didn't even know that it was called Pain of Bondage. So weird. Bondage. So it kind of jump around, bounce around to hit the mob. So it's kind of a little bit of auto-targeting, except the first target. So it kind of jump. I think the more that you invest in it, the kind of taking the more kind of damage there. So it's kind of a nice main power, and I need that because this class somehow is very, very resource intensive. So energy, this is by the way, Pain of Bondage. Interesting. Wow. Yeah, I do sound a little bit surprised. The right button is the one that it will spawn an orb that will explode after 1 second. Now 1 second is quite long because things could move, but then in this game the mob doesn't really move that fast, so it's not that bad. So I could continue to move towards there, but I could say that whether I want to reduce the attack speed of the mobs, or I want to heal a little bit myself. So far this is what working out for me, so I stick with that. The other one that I'm using, there are a couple of like special abilities. I think that's what you can call it. I'm using a Guardian's Redemption. So there are, I have a sphere of light that kind of like go around me and kind of heal me as well. So what's the difference between this and this? Well, some of them deal damage, and this one, like I said, it is more like, this one is healing, this one is dealing damage. So that is also something to think about. Then I've got a fire starter that is like, deal like a holy damage in front of you. You will see it later on. Fire starter, healing fire. So this is for healing. This is for fire. Then the third one should I unlock? It will give you like a shockwave in front of you, around you, deal certain amount of damage, 270 versus 225. So, but I kind of like this one because it gives me a shield that absorbs kind of thing. So it's a little bit of trade-off. Would you like more DPS or would you like a shield? In any case, up to you. Then you have this one called Focus Prayer. You have to channel 3 seconds to recover health. I find it quite useful sometimes during the in-between fight. You need to heal up a little bit, then you could use this one. I could also do this one as well, but this is more like a party kind of thing, or it can even go higher kind of thing. So that could be one option, is that I could actually go somewhere here that do a little bit more about DPS wise. I don't know. Then another thing is called the Sacred Cascade. You shoot the 3 stars in the target location. That is very, very nice. 185% is not small. I think it's kind of nice. But I wanted to advance this, but this is more for healing, so I can't really use this one for solo, so I can't really do anything else. Yep. And I think ultimately this would be probably the one that I should go for. So if I have 4 points, I probably would go into Prayer's Cascade instead of Sacred Cascade. But in any case, Ancient of the Mu Healing Light is the one that you can spawn an area around you and heal you and any of your allies against. I could actually put in points to unlock this one, but it's just a matter of getting the range increase. It could be useful, but it's not something that I would like to do it right now. Now, I managed to run this a couple of times, sometimes with strangers and so on, so I'm kind of familiar with what is inside. I have also managed to get some gear kind of like upgrade as well. So I could actually swap gear just like Path of Exile. See, they kind of like copy everything you can think of. I've got like the hang on a second, what am I having? Okay, so this is the one that's gun rifle, but never mind. I mean, in this game doesn't really matter rifle or not rifle. There's a mastery here, so it depends on whether I have a gun mastery. So this one that's better in a sense because of gun mastery. But that's one way, which is a DPS build. Another one is more kind of like a saver kind of choice. When there is a certain I'm using a shield to mitigate some of the damage, and also I'm using a one-hand weapon. Of course, the DPS is not as high, so you can tell that it is 86 whatever it is, and the 105 if you switch over is a 130. So it's quite a fair bit difference. But what's the trade-off? Well, the trade-off is that armor, this one's reduced by 12.5%. If I use the shield, it will be reduced by 35.9%. So I'll go in without let me see. I haven't tried the one. Okay, I'll try this one first and see how it goes. It may or may not end well. We'll see. Now, another thing to notice is that this dungeon is a red color, so it's a story-related dungeon. And I believe that there's always an achievement in it, so that you have to complete the dungeon within a certain number of minutes. Sorry, and then after that you could actually get an achievement. Achievement will give you like gold and stuff like that. So things like I can't remember where that I put. Okay, so this is the dungeon one. So this one is the one that I've got the achievement here. You can claim all this money to your character. I think it's to your character. I have to check it out. So there are some that's account, there's some that character. Like for example, there's a claim button here, which is kind of weird stuff because you can have daily reward. Because it was designed as a free-to-play, now it become a buy-to-play, but all these elements are still there. One thing I don't like about this is that it gives you keys to get extra loot, but the sad thing is that you kind of it's by character. So if I log in as a priest, I get this. But if I claim this one, right, And if I lock in as my Dark Knight, I would not have extra key. So you have to choose, in a sense. It's not that friendly. Let's go in. I'm not going to do too hard. I'm just going to have fun here. So like Warcraft, if you want to rush this guy, so to rush this guy, you probably need to sort of like, get a bit faster. Just group up everybody. And the, yeah, I can see that the frame rate kind of dropped a little bit. I don't know whether you guys can notice or not. I sort of can notice a little bit. So I'm using so all these mobs are just dropped from the skies and they will follow me, and that's okay. And I'm just trying to grab as much as possible, as much as I can, and well, I think this weapon is rather effective, actually, to be honest. So now I'm also not having a pet with me, and the not so good thing about not having a pet is that I would not have the auto loot kind of function. I'm getting a bit worried. Oh, no worry. Okay, I think it's done. So I don't have auto loot all these things, and this is a mini boss I need to deal with, just like Warcraft, man. Man, I wasted my opportunity. Come on, man, stop talking. I'm talking about the boss, not me. Well, I can essentially tan the guy in a sense, or I mean, by right I should because now my gear is a little bit better. Yeah, so it's a lot of like waiting for cooldown kind of thing, so it's a little bit clunky, as you can see. Yeah, I try not to oversell a game, by the way, because I feel a little bit responsible if you guys rush to buy anything and you say that, well, actually it's not as good as I thought. Yeah, well, yeah, just try to grab a few guys here and there, and after that we could start doing things. Yeah, so I think, oh, there's quite a lot of them actually. Yeah, if I have a pet with me, then I'll be able to auto loot all these things. It saves me time though, especially when there's a time limit on the for the achievement. You have to get the time right. Ooh, no, come on, man. Just trying to grab a few. I don't know whether I'm too optimistic or not, because the lag sometimes would also affect my ability to to do things sometimes. Okay. Oh man, come on, man! I just need to loot. Well, as you can see, forget it. So there are a couple of guys here. I think there's also some that drop from the sky. There's also a bunch here. Then let's just do it here. See, it bounces, right? The purple thing bounces, so it's kind of nice. Okay, so that is it, and I've got like combo kill and stuff like that. See, rubber banding a little bit because I think latency affect the whole games. So I'm trying to group as much as I can. I don't know, man. I don't know whether I'm just too optimistic or not. Okay, so I kill a bunch, some junks, and this is the mini boss, I think. And he'll talk a bit. Ooh. He ran away, man. I have to heal myself. Okay, so that's done. Never a doubt. Alright, so let me just continue. And after that, they will have they'll remind you of the time limit. Let me group a whole bunch here. Ooh, wow! Wow! One button. How come there's some guys inside? Maybe. Ooh, wow! There's a chest. I didn't know that. I've discovered a secret. Oh, by the way, those are like a house. Well, that's those for your spirit. By the way, the housewarming items. You can pass gift to your they call it spirit, which is like I think it's a companion in your housing. Ooh, rubber band companion in your housing. So it's a little bit like if you play the Dragon Age, you could actually like have gift for your companion, right? So I think they use the same concept in some sense. So they have yeah, wow, this is a lot. Yeah. I mean, the frame rate of 40 and above is not bad. It's just I don't know why there's so much lag going on. At least I feel kind of laggish. I think when there's a lot of mobs, then it get a bit evident. Yep. So there's a bomb, and there's a star, and I get another item. 2 actually. Okay, boss time, and he will talk. Not. Ooh, wow, this guy is like a... So some of them I need a range. I need to get melee range kind of thing. Okay, so now this is the one that I need to run a bit. Otherwise, it was quite yeah, so it's I don't know. I just don't seem to be able to click on anything and suddenly the boss died. It happens. Yeah, strange. Anyhow, why am I still playing this? Okay, let's go. It just there's some kind of just attractive in some way. Dungeon is kind of like the artwork is kind of nice. And it's the final boss soon. I need to jump over this guy. Right, so that is done. Nicely done. The loot. I think there may be a chest somewhere. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, there's a chest somewhere actually. It's for housewarming kind of thing. Okay, let me just get all this loot. I just get as much as I can. The Luama is a compendium for the story and achievement and stuff like that. So you see, housewarming gift. That's for your sprite. So inventory full, that's not surprising. So you could actually choose all the common item and disenchant them. I kind of like this aspect. I think they copied from somewhere as well, if I'm not wrong. Okay, so now I'm sorted, and I could start to go ahead and face the boss very soon. Boss fight coming up. another pack that I could probably pull out here. I have 15 minutes to claim the achievement, so I don't think there's ever an issue anyway. 15 minutes quite long. I just grouped with another person just now, and it's like, you know, I've only left with 5 minutes by the time I come here, so I don't think it's a big issue. Okay, the boss is actually rather hard to solo, so I'll try to kite him a little bit if that's okay. There's a shock there as well. ×2 now. Whoa, sometimes I don't know, that guy, where does that guy come from? Oops. Wow, don't die here, man. Well, missed it. Oh, done. So it's clear, so I can pick one of these guys, and I'll just pick one in the middle. And I've got a necklace, which is kind of nice. No rune available, 2 unknown rune. So, alright, that's good. The other 2 is another option that is blue. Alright, so with that said, there's some loot, and I possibly have some upgrade as well. So how do you know about this? And there's no extra chest here. So what have I got? We actually got quite a fair bit in the dungeon. Let me just clear all these junks first. So usually I'll take the blue. I don't think I'll take a look at the green anymore. I mean, it's just too many items. Once you run the dungeon, you see a lot of like blue and purple anyway. I have not been really looking into all these items because I need to extract them, do some crafting. But in essence, I think this is what I've got. And it's not exactly better. Yeah, because it's a crossbow mastery, which I'm not using crossbow. I think mine is still more generic and nice. It even drop in attack as well. So the gear doesn't mean that it is blue is better. Sorry, I mean epic purple color is better. But yeah, I mean I'll just go through some of these items, and after that I'll start crafting, because I think soon I'll get into a town. Then yeah, there are things I can do. Now the frame is back to 60, but you can see that it could be a little bit stuttering, but it still have its charm. So it's still something that I kind of enjoy playing from time to time. And I don't know whether I'll do any more of this, Gardens of Ember or not. Just check out my review. I'll update from time to time. If I do play any further, then I'll certainly let you know how things go. Right now, just level 13. I think in game is what, 58, so it's still a long way to go. Just quite a lot of like dungeon and stuff like that. All right, and there's a huge guy over there. Wish me luck. I probably take him down. Not okay. See you. Bye.